Beginning saxophone, the jazz approach. Getting started playing exercises. Locate the playing exercises in the written portion of the lesson. These exercises focus on three notes, A, B, and G. You will locate fingering diagrams for each of these notes above the music staves. A fingering diagram guide is provided with the lesson. Take a few minutes to cross-reference the fingering diagrams in the guide to your saxophone. The figures that are blackened in the fingering diagram for each note in the lesson represent the keys that are to be pressed on the saxophone. The first note you will play is a B. Refer to the fingering diagram and you will see that the first finger, that's the index finger, of the left hand should press the second key on the front of the saxophone. Close the key firmly while keeping the thumb on the stationary thumb rest. Be certain that you are pressing no side keys with either hand and that all other fingers are lifted above their keys. Music typically has rhythm, but right now your attention should be focused on producing the correct sound. Form an embouchure as discussed earlier in the lesson. Take a deep breath, keep your cheeks in, and play and sustain this note several times. You are looking to produce a mid-range sounding tone. Remember to articulate each of the notes in this portion of the lesson. The next note you will play is an A. Following the fingering diagram, use the first two fingers of the left hand to press the second and fourth keys on the saxophone. Be careful not to press any side keys. Again, form an embouchure, take a deep breath, keep your cheeks in, and play and sustain this note several times. The tone you produce should be slightly lower than the B. The final note you will learn in this lesson is a G. Press the first three fingers of the left hand on their respective keys while resting the little finger lightly on the larger set of spatula keys. Form an embouchure, take a deep breath, keep your cheeks in, and play and sustain this note several times. The tone you produce now should be lower in pitch than both the B and the A. If the pitch breaks and comes out high, try blowing softer. The low G may be more difficult to produce than the B and A, so continue to work with it until you can sustain the tone several times. If you continue having difficulty producing the correct pitch, try playing the notes B, A, and G in succession several times. Once you can play each of these tones with consistency, you will be ready to move ahead to exercises 2 through 5. You will be performing these exercises in time, or in other words, with a beat, so have your metronome handy. Let's begin with exercise number 2. Notice the 4/4 symbol at the beginning of the music stave. This is called a time signature. The most important thing the time signature is telling you, at least for now, is that our measures will consist of 4 beats each. A measure is the space between two vertical lines on the music stave. Notice the count of 1, 2, 3, 4 under each measure in exercise 2. Exercise 2 consists of whole notes and whole rest. You have likely seen music with blackened or open notes, often with stems attached to the notes. A whole note has an open circular appearance with no stem. Whole notes in 4/4 time receive 4 beats each. This means that you sustain the tone for a count of 4. Whole rest have the appearance of a blackened rectangle placed on the underside of a horizontal line in the music stave. Whole rest also receive 4 beats of silence. The first whole note in exercise number 2 is a B, followed by a whole rest, a whole note A, another whole rest, etc. Notice again the 1, 2, 3, 4 count written under the stave. This is to remind you to count and keep exact time as you play. I'll set my metronome to 60 and demonstrate the exercise. Perform exercises 2 through 5 in a similar manner. As you become comfortable playing each exercise with your metronome set at 60, try playing them a bit faster by varying the tempo at settings between 60 to 90. You should also try playing each exercise without the metronome, but still with steady time. Be certain to hold the notes exactly 4 beats and rest exactly 4 beats. Developing good habits now will make you a better player in the long run. Once you can play the exercises repeatedly with good timing and a good sound, you are ready to move ahead to Lesson 2. The following demonstrations may be used to check yourself with. Exercise number 3. Exercise number 4. Exercise number 5. Beginning Sax, the Jazz Approach, is a product of Randy Hunter Jazz. Visit us on the web at beginningsax.com or randyhunterjazz.com.